Oil, now we are based on daily chart. Okay, as we can see, based on daily chart, the price have break the top, this top. All right, now the question is, shall we look for the correction here and for the continuation the price to move up, or can we put this correction in relative to this? That means we can expect one move down, the price to drop. We want to see which one we can trade it and how how we can trade it. In this case, we move to 4-hour chart. Okay, based on 4-hour chart, if you refer to my last video, we had a correction here. We said we buy from this correction. Then based on 1-hour chart, I will explain. Now the thing is, right now we want to look for the up move or down move. But one thing I want to highlight here, is it possible we put these two in relative to each other with this correction? That means we expect the price one move up, then from there we see what will happen or not. Okay, this is first thing we need to see, bear in mind. And in this case, we move to 1-hour chart and see how we can trade here. But now I want to refer to my last video, because in my last video we talk about the trade setup based on 1-hour chart and 15 minutes, which based on 1-hour chart we didn't have it, but based on 15 minutes, if you refer back to my last video when the price was somewhere around when the price was somewhere around here, we mentioned that if we want to buy, let the price to drop. As we can see, the price drop, and this is, we say we want a correction, we get the buy. And we have two options to trade after we see this move down based on 15 minutes, having entry above this, one of the option. The another option was that we have this move correction, which we call it flag. We have two ways to trade this. Anyone trade this one, they should having the profit within this range. And the only things we need to highlight here, when the price was here, we see we want the price drop, but it didn't move to this one. That's why I mention every time we want to drop, but it doesn't matter whether the price to halfway or the fully, because each one give a different type of the correction. Okay, the only things we wanted when the price was here, we wanted the price drop before we look for buy. And as I say, the first one was having entry above this, the another one buying within this correction. Anyway, we could get the trade based on the 15 minute. For those traders, they trade based on the 15 minute, but based on the 1-hour chart, we didn't have any trade set up, because as we can see here, based on 1-hour chart, we wanted the price to drop more. But that's why we have internally also based on the 15 minutes chart, we analyze the chart. Anyway, it depends on the correction when we get. Now the thing is, again, how we want to trade this. Shall we look for the up move on down move? The first thing is, if the first option, if we put these two in relative to each other, we can expect the buy. That's mean up move. In that case, if we want to look for buy, what we want any sharp move flag, we take the trade. And as long as the price can tag this high, we try to manage it. That means if we want to look for buy, we consider these two as a correction in relative to each other with this as a correction, and any sharp move with the flag, we take it. But as we can see, the price correcting here. That means if we want to look for the sell, we need to get the correction. That means if the price start to correct here, we didn't get the sharp move up, then we look for the sell. Okay, that means depends on how the what we get here, because we have both possibility. If we get a correction here, we can look for the sell. If we get a sharp move up, we can look for buy. In that times we will have this correction. But as we can see right now, the price is correcting here, and mostly we get the sell setup, but we don't have any setup right now. If I move to 15-minute chart, all right, the best things, if the price start to correct and similar to what I'm drawing here, or at least move somewhere higher, then any down move we can take it. Having entry below this can be option if the price sharply drop, but it's quite dangerous. We don't need to trade all the time by having entry. It's very risky. Okay, but if anyone wants to have entry below this, if the price continue to move higher, come to this top, at that times they should move the entry to here. But again, it's very risky. We are not going to trade by having entry even if the price drop. What we wanted, we want to get the correction here, similar to what I'm drawing. Then we trade the down move, and if we get any sharp move up, then with the flag, then we can look for buy. That's why it's better we wait to see what we will get here before we trade. That means right now we don't sell and we don't buy from what we have it, because we will have a we have both option. That means the possibility any of them happen is very high. And if we move to daily chart, what I wanted, what we are more interested, if we get a down move. Alright, anyway, we don't have any trade setup right now, and in this case we just follow the chart and see what we will get here. The only thing is we want to see what we will get here, whether we get a correction or sharp move up. In this case, if I get any trade setup, then I will share in a group. Thanks.